Mhm. Oh yeah. Um, oh, my cat Oliver is currently sitting on the couch behind me. He's relaxing, sleeping, not tearing up the house like he was earlier. Ooh, on the spot, on the spot. Well, I do have my blurb. So yes, today we're playing Invaders once again. Um, so Invaders was made by three artists working together by the names of Stephen Paul Judd, who was our artist, or the artist, as well as Trevino Brings Plenty, who did the soundtrack. And it was all kind of coalesced together by Elizabeth LePence, a programmer and digital artist. Um, the game itself is kind of a retake on the 1978 classic video game Space Invaders, um, wherein the twist is that instead of fighting off against Space Invaders with a little, I don't even know what you would call it, but a character with a gun on it, that's been all switched out in place for a native person shooting a bow and arrow up at the sky. Um, so obviously, there's a lot of content or subtext to this work, um, and much more. And so when you're playing it and eventually hit a high score, or when the game ends for you, all of these things seem to have this just riddled with symbolism. Um, that's basically the game. It's been out since 2015. Um, and what happened to my blurb? Anyway, that's it. I think we can get started. Oh yeah, have to always. All right, sounds good. Mine is almost there. I have the problem of having too many tabs open all the time. There it is. Oh, so like it's like just there. I'm just waiting for it. There we go. Oh, wait. Give me 1 second here. I gotta remix my audio. The game comes through and I can't hear anything other than the music. Yeah, really enjoy those beats. Oh yeah. For me, it's always the invader that shoots the like really big shot. Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa.
Am I actually visible? Can you see me? Because I can't see myself. I am so pathetic. Yeah. Um,
Yeah. I've always wanted to see the Twitch's or Discord's numbers, see how much it increased.
Did I turn on? Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if you've seen this one. It's another version of another piece by the same artist. It's my partner.
Yeah. I found something to do with my self-portrait.
I just followed the link to join, and I have not found the link to play.
Oh yeah. Thread the needle. Thread the needle. I'm ashamed. I just clocked in at 12. Not good. Oh yeah. Way back when. I'm going in for another round.
Where? Oh, there it is. Okay, found it. I just found it. Sorry. Yeah, takes me a while. Sorry, it took me a while to actually find it. Okay. Hmm. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, not bad.
Sorry. They just texted me. Oh my god. Um, you know, still working from home, surrounded by, you know, my family. And yeah. And you know, it's pretty intense, but it always is around this time of year. But
Yeah.
extra. And what else can I say? I don't know. We're getting exhibition assistants ready to go. That's
Oh,
what I've been
yeah.
working on today. And hoping that so yeah, I haven't actually made that public, but we're hoping it will be open on June 10th. That's the plan.
Awesome.
That's the plan.
Looking forward to it.
So, are others playing other than you? Because I. Mm. Ah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, just watching. Yeah, little backseat invaders.
Okay, I'm gonna follow the link just to watch you guys play. Oh my god. Okay, I'm turning myself off.
It was great, Lisa. Mhm. Story time. Oh, neat. Hero. Yeah, that's so cool. Right, right. That sounds good to me. Your story reminded me of when I found out my friends from art school were famous. It was when like it's just like those little incidental meetings you have with people. Um, or like Lisa Myers had like stopped me in the hallway one day to just be like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "North Bay," and she's like, "Oh, cool," but like, "Where are you from?" um, uh, and same with like like Dwayne and Tanya Linklater, my like art teacher in when I was at art school was saying like we read like the art gallery in Barrie and they pointed out one of Dwayne's pieces and was like, you know, one day you might be lucky enough to like meet Dwayne in person. He's super busy. And like just just kind of mental check mark, like, I'll look out for that, the day I eventually maybe meet this person. Um, However, it was like years later that I ended up working here at Whitewater, and the we had mounted an exhibition, a curated exhibition by Lisa Myers um, when she came to town. It was just super lovely to reconnect with her. But little did I know that uh, our they planned like a dinner date, and they didn't give me information like where we were going. I was still just a volunteer back then, but they brought me along, and it turns out that they brought us right to Dwayne and Tanya's house. Just super weird moment to think back and be like, oh, this thing that like could maybe happen one day is like just happening right now. And we're just eating Chinese food like regular humans. It's good thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good times. Yeah, yeah, it was just announced a couple days ago. Let's maybe post info up. Just finding the list here. Ooh, got a few names we recognize in here. Tanya, we can link later. Dana Danger. Yep. We did. We worked with Dana back in 2015, I believe, for the exhibition Venery. I'll be 2 seconds. I can hear my cat wants to exit my office. Such a rascal. Yeah, this is so cool. I love that. Dana and Tanya got on this list. Oh, they very well could be. I'm terrible with names and faces. Mm-hmm. I hear that. I was. Mm-hmm. Not anymore. I restarted because I just got so into it that I forgot the reason why I was playing it. Um, so the reason why I've been playing No Man's Sky for as long as I have is to literally go to these planets and solar systems just to rename them after like, indigenous animals or like the indigenous names for animals. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Oh yeah, I've always thought about it in like a as like an experiment, and so insofar as like thinking about it from like the colonization point of view. Um, but like thinking about it in like the way of like the actual like mechanics and how like these games are made with the mechanics of extraction versus living with or like trying to incorporate with the natural world in some way. Um, so like admittedly in like the game No Man's Sky, I end up just building a cave or digging a hole in the ground, and that is my house versus building anything in particular. Um, yes, a whole bunch of the kind of like survival based games are like my particular favorite things to do, but yeah, of course, almost all of them have some kind of you know kind of tickles the colonizing bone in a weird way. I do, yeah, yeah. I think Terraria gets a pass because it's the only game that lets you build a community. Yeah, the only way to progress is you progress together. Mm. Oh, I did. tried it all at one time, and I don't think my computer could do it. Oh, nice. Mm. True, true. Did you ever do a Club Penguin? Yeah. That game has like the funniest development story I've ever heard in my entire life. It was I won't be able to tell in so many details, but it was like because it only like recently shut down, um, but it was groundbreaking as far as the what would be considered the MMO genre now, insofar as um, they were basically the ones that piloted the tech to actually get like hundreds of people onto one website where everyone can see each other and interact with each other as penguins or as like a character. Um, which is so like that technology is like kind of like seeded the landscape for video games where like now you got like World of Warcraft or something like that where you can play with hundreds of people. Um, but mhm, yeah, but up, up until recently, it was like the only people playing Club Penguin were speedrunners, and what they were trying to do was get banned by the website as fast as they possibly could. It was yeah, yeah. I don't actually know. It might be. They look very similar. Mhm. I'm breaking the rule. Yeah. Coffee number 4. Oh yeah, I have a whole bunch of cute ones. My cat he was having a day. I think whenever the temperature changes, it affects him too. So he was running laps up and down the hallway, um, tearing up our yoga mat. I put one photo up on Instagram. But yeah, that's the one. I'll throw that one in the pet can. Must be the texture. That's super smart. Okay, I just put my little Oliver in there. No problem. No problem. Oh, there. I feel like there would be blood. Yeah, there would be a throwdown. Oh no. Is Lindsay still there? True. I can't lie. If there was a place I could go, and I know that there is a place I can go where there's just a bunch of cats, but like I know I'm allergic to long hair cats. Um, but otherwise, I'd probably be at the animal shelter at least once a week, just for some like, just to like lay on the floor and be absorbed into cat dung. You know, when we were originally thinking about moving, you know how on the table that was for the gallery? Getting a gallery cat and just opening up like a little coffee shop? We totally can. Oh yeah. No. I feel like we could do this whole stream talking about reasons why the gallery needs a cat. Mhm. Oh, no kidding. Oh, I literally just bought it like a couple days ago. Hmm. Yeah, and I feel like I have like only a couple weird phobias. One of them is being in the woods at night. Yeah, yeah, I'll have to. Yeah. I don't even know why, but like it's so bad that if we're like camping or something and like you're like walking back to the campsite and it's dark enough that you got to use flashlights. I used to like yell at my brother for shining the flashlight up into the trees just because I thought like if he did it, then there's something would be in the trees and then I would see it, and then that would be it. Mm. Yeah, but more recently though, this is less of an irrational fear, but it's bears, and I hear that there are bears in the long dark. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I got a bridge. I got a bridge for you. Um, so part of the reason I like loved the aesthetic of like the like I no one had to sell me the long dark. I just knew I'd be into it. Um, because it's like, it's like post-apocalyptic, but I think it's probably like the better word for it is like post like recently post civilization, but in like, because the game takes place in like in Canada, um, and yeah, and like it's tundra, but it's also like it's not um, like you could walk outside in North Bay and it would look similar to how this game looks. Um, or like the world's just fallen apart a bit more. Um, no shade on North Bay. Um, the um, but what it reminded me of, part of why I wanted to try it, was it reminded me of Badabin from I always mix her up with Lisa Myers. Let me double check. The VR short film by Lisa, Lisa Jackson. Um, Something Whitewater also programmed in the past, but it was just such a funny exhibit to do, because we have a VR headset, but it was like our first time trying it out. So we like strung up the VR and like put it basically hanging from the center of our like 15-foot high ceilings. Um, yeah. But my favorite part about it, aside from like the work itself, which I'll get into in a second, but um, was testing it out with different people, because of what, like, if anyone's done VR, like when you put on the headset, you have to kind of like draw out your safe space. Like, you're not gonna like bump into a wall or into your desk or something. Um, but I had like designed the installation to give you as much movement as possible. Um, but when I originally put it together, I was thinking about it like I had installed it like for someone like me who's just gonna kind of like look around, maybe take a couple steps around. But then one of our friend of the gallery, Chelsea Reed, came in to use it, and I just immediately started like speed walking off in all directions. Yeah, like I don't think I've ever moved that. Oh yeah, no, I don't think I've like ever moved that fast to like give more slack on the cord. Like not let them like walk out into the danger zone. But um, Chelsea noticed that one of the uh, because they were walking around so much, they actually got to see something that I didn't see when I was just peering around. Um, so in Badabin, in the subway station scene, there's a newspaper on the ground, um, and when we read it at the time, it was like discussing how uh, Don Cherry had been like let go from the sports network. And I was like, wow, that's super weird. Isn't that happening? Like, isn't that happening like right now? This is like a year or two ago. Um, and I just remember my brain being like, is this like, is Badabin like telling the future in like real subtle ways? Like, the world's gonna end, indigenous people are gonna reclaim it. Also, Don Cherry gets fired. Mm, mm, I think so. Oh, weird. Mm, mm, yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. The like me, I don't super subscribe to a lot of things that are outside of like what I know to be real. However, um, I was at an artist talk that Tanya the Linklater was giving, um, and we were like the discussion was like revolving around objects that are like handmade, indigenous, crafted objects that like like kind of the idea was around how these objects are of themselves indigenous, and like an indigenous person can recognize them um, as and feel like connected to them. Um, and like where the debate, or not debate, where the discussion ended up going was about like, is it possible that it's not just that the objects are in like indigenous in nature and therefore we recognize it, but also the other way around, where like maybe the like we have this like blood memory where um, it doesn't really matter what the if there's like a particular object. It can be a place, it can be a way of being that is like inherently indigenous to us, or us really. um, and it comes out in interesting ways when we're around cultural objects. Like no one ever needed to tell me what a headdress was, or like like I implicitly knew. Like whoever's wearing that is you know the person. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Exactly. Mhm. Yeah. It is literally anathema. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I am in for September, but I want to call back again and see if they'll just because if they get another shipment and they just want to get people shot up with the next one, so I'm gonna see about just fit me in. Mhm. Yeah. It certainly feels that way. Mhm. 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 Oh yeah, I've been in North Bay for the last 25 years. I was only gone for 3 of my years. So, yeah, I just left for school and came back. Yeah, I have so many stories about this town, and it's fun, weird, and the big small world that it is. It's the small town with the big city problems. Also, all the advantages of the big city people. Mm, I think I get it. Mhm. Yeah, overalls. Mhm. Yeah. Oh, can I ask what fundraiser were you thinking about? I was gonna say the like if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's like the Defeat Depression um, fundraiser, which just happens to be managed by my brother Mark. So yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. My favorite. I'll just like wrap these two little stories in because they happen so close to each other. Um, for Whitewater Gallery's last like in on-site exhibition was with Anna Eiler and Nicholas Lapointe, Mountain in the Ravine. It was a really cool exhibition. Um, but I hired a contractor to come in and to build a wall for it, um, and he like came in to like put the wall up and we were like just gonna like swap some details because he did the wall like that. It took like one day, um, and turns out he's actually my cousin, and so we are like, oh, that's why you look familiar. But he's like the older brother, the cousin that we normally see. But even today, one of the at the site visit we went to, turns out that uh, the owner of the business that's in this space currently is actually uh, has been like at almost every Christmas party I have been at with my family since I was 16, apparently. So, or up until when I was 16. So, yeah, small world. Mhm. Oh yeah. Mm. I'm not kidding. Oh yeah. Jeez. What's that? That's what you want to hear. Mhm. I mean, that's yeah. Mm, well, she might as well be a bit related then. That's what happened to when I went hunting with my uncle. It was the very first time I'd ever been to my like my home reserve, and he's just pointing at people at the window, and he's like, "That's your cousin. That's your cousin. That's your cousin." I'm like, I've never seen any of these people before. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, yeah. I got 42,000, 42K. Mhm. Almost got it. Yeah. I can't wait to let the artists know how far we got, and then they can tell us to get a life or something.